Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to go over the 7th gen Honda Civic from 2001 to 2005 to better educate you about your ride or your future purchase. Let's get started. Let's kick it off with the cheap plastic hood release latch. It simply breaks off due to the plastic getting old and becoming brittle. There's an aluminum replacement that clamps over the cable with a small replacement screw, but you will first have to grab yourself some snippers and break off this plastic around the cable. Then you can install it. The alternative would be to replace the entire cable with the latch, but who wants to go through that trouble? Blown head gaskets is an issue. Overheating the car will almost always equate to a blown head gasket, especially if you think you can just add the fluid and keep overheating the car as you drive. Definitely gonna happen. And this is one of the first larger jobs I've ever done, and it was to replace a head gasket on the 6th gen Civic, which is doable by someone with patience and willing to learn. If you drive it too hot for too long, expect to throw a rod bearing as well, which would require a full engine rebuild. Keep your eyes on the temp gauge and check the oil to make sure it's not milky, because milky oil is a telltale sign that you're mixing coolant with oil. The gas door latch opener in the cabin won't open your gas door. You'll have to remove this panel here, and you'll see that cable is separated from the plastic, and you'll need to release the cable and install this cheap fix, and you'll be good to go. I'll link all the products I talked about in this video down below for your convenience. It is pretty common that your window may not roll up or down. You may think it's your window regulator, but I would first check your window switches. It's very common for these window switches in the Civics to get kind of dirty and gummed up and not work properly. So get an electrical cleaner, kind of press down on the switch, spray some cleaner in there, go up and down a couple times and see if that fixes your issue. If it doesn't, replace the switch. That's easy enough and cheap enough. And if all else fails, check your window regulator. The airbox bolts that hold down the airbox can strip, causing a sucking noise from the engine bay. JDM for All has a great video breaking it down. I'd replace it with an aftermarket air intake, and that 1 horsepower gain is definitely worth it. I don't know how much horsepower you'll gain, but it probably isn't much. But it looks cool. For those equipped, the electric power steering pump can fail. If the pump leaks, it will leak on top of the alternator, which will also make the alternator go bad. And since it's placed right on top of the engine, it's fairly easy to replace and doable by DIY. If you want to see how this Civic lines up to the Honda Civic 8th gen, check out this video. This is Chris AutoMotivate. Always appreciate and respect one another. Thank you for taking time to watch the entire video. I'll see you next time.